Hey guys, what's up? It's Jordan and welcome to my channel. This is going to be my first video and I thought this is going up on January 3rd. It's the new year. What better than to do a video about my resolutions and goals for the new year. I am talking very quietly. My fiance is in the bedroom sleeping and I finally had a minute to film, so I was like, okay. So while we're doing this, I'm actually going to be testing out my new palette. I got it in the, I already forgot, the State of Play Pastel Palette Vault from ColourPop. I'm going to be trying out the Baby Got Peach palette. This was definitely one of my favorites. I'm a sucker for peach tones and whatnot, so like the Too Faced peach palettes I was obsessed with. I still have them. They are a must-have in my whole makeup collection, but this one I was certainly excited to try out, so we're going to get started. I've got the whole Pinterest open right over here for inspiration. I haven't found any looks that I really wanted to try, so I just have it open for inspiration, as well as my written resolution list. So we're just gonna get started. This is gonna be a makeup and just get to know me type of video. First I'm going to start off with the tomato serum. If you can read that, I have no clue what it says and I'm not going to try and butcher that name right now. I found it open in my makeup bag and I almost had a heart attack. We're not going to do that. I was going to do that off camera, but I wanted to show you guys the products that I typically use, and then from here on out I probably won't show it just because you guys will see what I use. Yeah, started off my 2021 actually on the 28th of December. I got back from my family's house from Christmas and I hadn't been feeling too good every year since 2012. I've gotten sick on Christmas and same happened as usual this year. I didn't make much of it because it's a yearly thing. I didn't really look into it or anything, but when I got back, it had been 3 days later. I still wasn't feeling good. My fiance's been sick. We both went and got tested for COVID. Both came back positive, so I didn't really do anything for New Year's. We just pretty much sat at home, watched the Rockin' New Year's Eve thing, and then went to bed. Next, I'm going to be using the All Nighter Face Potion Primer. I thought this said potion. By Urban Decay. This one I actually like. I haven't really experimented with too many primers, but this one is definitely one of my favorites. Out of the few I have, I've used the Wet n Wild hydrating primer, as well as their primer putty. I use that for my eyes just because I have a really hard time getting my eyeshadow to stick to my face. Okay. Alright, as for the resolutions, I don't know. I feel like my first one is the same as every year because I am a complete disaster, but it's just to get organized in general in my life, in basically everything. I am in cosmetology school, so I've been really working towards that the last couple months, just trying to kind of organize my life, especially in the cosmetology industry and business. You want to have a pretty set schedule, make sure everything is written out, especially like I have my planner that I always keep up to date just because I like to know what I'm walking into every day when I go into school. Yeah, especially with clients, I've had days where I walk in thinking, oh, I have this person this day, and then really I had a whole different service. I was not prepared in any way, shape, or form, and it just kind of really screwed up my day. So I really worked on keeping track of that, which I think I've been thinking about doing a whole plan with me video, but I haven't gotten to it. I'm using the Brow Ultra Slim by Maybelline. This one I love. I don't mess around with brow pomades or anything. I really should. It seems like it would make my life 1,000 times easier. I have a mirror right underneath my camera, so that's what I'm looking at. Oh, I've been told I do my makeup routine completely backwards, but it's just, I don't know, I'm not a professional yet. That's awful. There's one. Oh, I thought the mail was here. This eyebrow is what gets me because I have the notch in my eyebrow. It always messes with me. So yeah, just getting organized. Especially, we just moved into our new trailer back in October, so organization is key to just maximizing the space in here. I'll clean this up after, we'll deal with that. But I have not made the most out of it, so it's something I need to work on this year. Hello. Okay, next resolution. What are we going into? Starting up my own savings or starting to invest. My fiance is very into investing and saving, and he's really good financially. Me, I am not. So that has been something I've been wanting to work on for the last several years. Not necessarily investing. I never understood it until now. And he has kind of just made it easier for me to understand the way that whole business works. Do I still understand all of it? Not at all. But it's something we can work on. And then I've kind of thought about if there was a specific dollar amount I wanted to have by the end of the year. I mean, right now I am a part-time employee, also a part-time student, so it limits my hours of availability for work. So, I mean, ideally, minimum, maybe 1,000 in savings. And that doesn't sound like much. For me, that would be a lot, especially if I was able to just consistently keep track of everything and be on top of all my bills and whatnot. Just kind of gain some financial independence, if that makes sense. I use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I need to get more, but that's usually what I use. I still sound a little congested. It's just a work in progress. We'll just go with that for now, maybe. I definitely thought about just recording the whole makeup look and doing a voiceover, but because this is kind of a one after the other, I figured this would just be a lot easier. Okay, now we're going to go into the palette. I honestly have no, I know I want to use this shade right here, the Centerfold. You know what? Well, first, what I'm going to do, going in with the e.l.f. What is it? HD? No. Yeah, HD powder. Shoot.